Hello friends out there in camera world, Robert Hamm here with Hamm Camera. Today is another backer update. It is April 26, 2018. It's been a couple weeks since my last update. There's been a lot going on. However, there's not been so much to report or talk about as it's been just testing and putting things into production and tossing the things outside so they can weather just to kind of see how they'll do for you. In fact, that's going on real well. I can say that this has also marked the start of my wedding season, so it's difficult to photograph weddings and edit. I do a lot of that on the weekends and things like that, and then kind of manage all the production that's going on. So that's been just a little bit of a slight change for me as well. However, it's been a lot of fun. I really enjoy that. People enjoy going and seeing about the Hamm Camera company website and seeing about new box. For us, things that are going on that I've kind of hit as stumbling blocks have been with my DLP printer that I've got over here. I've had a very difficult time getting prints to work with the particular printer that I used, specifically for the rotary shutter like I like, because the print material that I want to use, the resin, with this printer, I've tried several different resins and it's just not working out fine. That's okay. That doesn't mean anything for you. It just means for me that I've got to switch to a different process with that if I want to continue along those lines. However, as we hit stumbling blocks in one place, necessity is the mother of invention, we discover different things in other places. And so shutter rotors with the PETG printed have been doing very nicely on small scale, and that's a very hard, very durable material with a nice ductility too. I've also been looking at new springs for the camera in order to maneuver forward. Currently I'm using a torsion spring at a 90-degree angle. That just means it looks like an L or an L bracket, and I'm considering upgrading so I'm testing now some other torsion springs that are 180 degrees, 120 degrees, and 160 degrees. And I'm looking to see if I can kind of just get a nicer pull for you on the hand feel when we're moving the lever. I also have a different design that I thought would be kind of interesting. Let me know what you think about this. I noticed that a lot of times when I search forums for people that get started in box camera or medium format photography through box cameras, they get a lot of double exposures. I know that even for myself, when I started this, that was something that happened. So I did consider using a retractable bolt action style shutter, which meant you would pull the shutter out and then press your lever, which would let the shutter go. There's a black slide, and there's a little bit more to this. It takes the simple process of just push down to take your picture and push up, and breaks it into 3 separate actions. But that ensures one very important thing for the taker. You always know that your image is not double exposed because there's always a black slide. So even if you cock your shutter ahead of time and then let it go, if you have not moved your black slide for that frame you're taking, then you know that you haven't taken a frame and you're still available to shoot. It doesn't make the compactness of the camera look any different. It just would impact the design when all out there. Now, I don't want to change any designs right now. I'm just sharing that with you because it's an interesting thought that I came up with while putting together these cameras. So let me know what you think about that. That's pretty cool. That's not something, like I said, that I'm looking to implement right now. It's just something I thought was kind of neat, so I share that with you. Continuing on along, we've got several things. I actually am up to a new body type, and that's this body type right here. Let me share it with you. And the thing that makes this body type interesting, this is the Mark III F series, which is pretty cool, and that actually has a meaning to me because it tells me like the series and the generation, as well as the program that I was using to make it, as well as what it's going to do. So the Fusion series, the F stands for Fusion 360 because I've imported everything to Fusion, so I know if I want to use this body, the easiest way for me to go is and find it is in my Fusion notes. Of course, before I was using SketchUp by Trimble. I just thought you'd like to know some of that cool nerdy stuff. It's just kind of how it is. But however, what this body type does, what this new series does for me, is something very interesting. It streamlines the entire process, and it cuts down quite a bit of time printing. Printing the boxes bare with all of the cutouts and things along them allows me to then have the different decorations that go on the front of the box. It allows me to also finish these in another step, which provides a nicer appearance for you overall. Specifically, when you finish a regular faceplate that already has everything printed together, or even a box, there are some difficult areas to sand that are inside along the edges of the actual print. Of course, we're spray painting, we're sanding, we're spraying, we're sanding, we're finishing. However, if I can break that process into 2 pieces, I can have one continuous process here, and then a continuous process here. Those two can come together with a finalized finish application that then adds just a much more cohesive look to it. And I really like that. So the F-type bodies allow me to do that. But that's it. That's where we're at. Guys, let me know down in the comments below what you're thinking. Are you excited? I see lots of people all the way from Australia to Jakarta sending texts over on Instagram to say, hey, good job, great work. I even put a picture up the other day about just showing you some of the printers that were going. I was pretty excited about that. And, oh yeah, there's still 20 people that have not filled out their surveys. Now, what that means for me is that if I can't get a hold of you and I've been sending you emails, it's unlikely that you're watching this video. I hope that you do, but if you have not yet filled out your backer survey, please go ahead and do that. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I'm Robert Hamm. Of course, this is Hamm Camera. I want to remind you that the box is back. You helped that happen. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the flip side.